Hello, viewers. Thank you for joining us on May TV today. What are we talking about today? Can you allow your family members, your siblings, to live with you in your matrimonial home? Well, if you have not subscribed, please kindly do so. Don't forget to turn on your notification button, get the bells on so you can know when we upload new videos. Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining May TV. Kindly subscribe if you like what we do. Like and also share with your family. African families are known for living together, and that's the tradition here. Do you think new couples should allow family to stay with them? Welcome on the show, Moses Uba
Yeah, thank you.
and Amarachi. Thank you for coming on the show. My name is Lovely Clary. Without much ado, this morning we want to go ahead to look into this topic this morning. Should you allow your family members to live with you in your matrimonial homes? Like I said earlier, in our African concept of living, we believe that we do everything together. We live together. Sometimes you find someone who is already 40, 35-year-old man still living with his parents. And when they get married, they believe that the responsibility should go to the ones that
Yeah.
just gotten married. As a matter of fact, in Igbo and Yoruba setting, you have this tradition where after a new bride gets married, you give her one child to go with her
Yeah.
to attend to her in her marriage. Yoruba call it omoyawo. Then from the Igbo side, you have someone who will go with you to attend to you in everything you do there.
Yeah.
Then
Basically
looking
living
at,
with the person.
yes, we'll be living with you. Sometimes we have some brides or some grooms coming along with their siblings. Sometimes you
Yeah.
have most siblings from this other part, from one part, and sometimes you have both living there. Then sometimes you find a whole family, like an extended family. You find them there. You find cousins. You find siblings. Before you know it, you find nephews. All of them under the same roof.
Yeah.
One big family.
They're one big family. But then in America, Europe, it's not like that. It's a different ball game entirely. These people, as soon as you're 18, you're free to be independent.
Yeah.
It's not as if they don't live together, but then you can determine who live with you. Unlike here where it's seen as a sin if family member can stay with you. For example, I think in developed world, in educated settings, you don't visit people without giving them notification.
Notification.
Yeah.
But here, your family can just badge on
Family
you
anytime.
anytime, just because they feel your family. And sometimes it's not convenient for one of the
Spouse.
spouses who is not raised that way. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think that for a newlywed, especially for a newlywed, should family members be allowed to stay with them? Is it advisable? What are your thoughts on this?
It depends on the family per se. Then
Okay.
the individuals involved. I mean the spouse now.
Okay.
So yeah, everything is just based on agreements. It
Okay.
depends. But from my own point of view, personally, I feel a newly wedded couple should have some space. As in, families are not supposed to, even if they will start entertaining families, brother, sister, or whosoever that want to come and stay, it shouldn't be, at least for the first 5 years of the marriage, These people, they are just like two different people trying to know themselves, trying to understand themselves. There should be time for study, time for growth. Let them even understand who they are married to, be able to bond together, live together, get to know their weaknesses, their strengths. There should be a more intimate relationship between a man and a woman before family starts coming in. That's from my own point of view. Then later on in life, if they are a little bit balanced and settled, and then by then, even financially and everything, after the wedding, they are, of course, settling down costs a lot of money. And then from that onset, any stage, people will still want to come and, I feel it's a burden. And then apart from even the monetary aspect of it, there might not be freedom, especially amongst the between the couples. There might not be free expression. They might not really be free to really know who they are, study themselves, and be able to readjust, to adapt the way they ought to.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
All right.
Assuming that your husband
Okay.
is left with just one brother who is young and cannot fend for himself yet,
All right.
would you say he should not bring his brother to the house? Is that what you are saying? That's they have been living together.
Yeah.
He's a young man and
Yeah.
still
Trying to get on his feet.
still not an adult yet,
Okay.
a minor, still not an adult yet. And here is the brother, the only person left for him. Here is the brother. Will you say that because you can't permit family to live with you?
No,
They
I didn't
shouldn't
say,
move in.
I didn't say I can't permit family to live with me. Point of correction. I actually say that for new married couple, okay, that is for the first 5 years. That's for me.
So
we
you
are
should-
still
that's what
asking
I'm
the
saying.
same. I'm still asking you that same
Okay.
question. Is it the same
In that
thing?
case, at least there is a place this young boy has been living.
I said
No.
they were living together. They were living together before.
They've been together before.
And
you
this
came in.
is a minor, not an adult. Maybe somebody in a teenager, not an adult. Will you say that because it is not advisable for spouses to allow anyone between in the first 5 years now? You now abandon this with the extended family.
No,
What do you
no.
do in this
This
case?
is a peculiar case here now. We need to be sensitive.
Okay.
In cases like this, looking at this issue on ground, one have to reason, and then there should be proper communication between the man and the woman, and then proper understanding and agreement before. Yeah, I can't. If for me, as long as I and my husband could agree on it, set boundaries, even as it's coming. I can, for me, but I know there are some women that will not take that, but I can manage.
Are you sure you can?
Yes, personally, I
Okay.
can tolerate.
Okay.
So,
So,
but
what's
I don't know about others.
It's okay.
It's a sensitive issue, and we need to be very sensitive when dealing with such things.
Okay, Moses, what's your take on this? Would
Well-
you, or should we, or should you allow family members to move with you into your matrimonial?
You know,
home?
when this is tough though.
Family.
Because personally, I'm a private person.
Mhm.
I like being on my own. So it's gonna be very hard for me to say, okay, let me start bringing in my junior brother, my sister to come stay with me. Personally, I won't accept that. I will not. If you can come, okay, you want to stay for a week or 2, 3 days, it's fine. But saying that okay, I'm married with my own family and you want to know, for me, I don't. But based on that, what that question you dropped, I believe with communication.
Yeah.
You know, imagine now in a family whereby my husband, the person you're being married to, is the breadwinner of the family, and this is a family whereby they've gone through a lot together. Okay, when I say hard times, they've gone through hard times together. Now you come into the family and you said, okay, I don't want your siblings. What will that bring first to the siblings? What would I ring down to the mother and even to the man? These are people you don't know how he, even if you know a little part of it, but the suffering they've passed through, the hard times, the hardship and everything. So you just want to say, yeah, I can't stay with my brother at least for a year or two before I get on my feet. It's not possible. It's somehow.
I don't know your stand now. You said two things. The first one you said
No, I
you
got out.
cannot permit that.
That's personally for me.
Then the second way around, you said if for a family that has been together,
Yeah, that's a
if
scenario.
a woman
That's
comes to now separate them and say
Yes.
she can't allow that, it's going to be tough. So which
So where are you sitting on? Don't sit on the fence.
for you as a person,
Yeah.
I know your brothers are watching. They say,
Yeah.
this is how Moses with Peter
No.
say.
No,
Okay.
actually, my glory to God, my family know what to do. At least everybody is striving for themselves. So now I'm bringing out this as a scenario, like in a situation. If I was in that, look now, let me say I was in that situation now, and a lady comes into my life, and no, you can't. My younger ones can stay. You get me? I'm in such a situation whereby my family is everything that's been there for me from the beginning of everything. We've struggled, we've gone through hard times together, and all of a sudden, and God made it for me. I became the breadwinner, or good job and everything, good house. I can bring, but there's no how I won't bring somebody in. There is no how I won't bring somebody in.
Moses.
No. Now I'm no. Listen
Okay.
well. Listen from the beginning. What I said. I said, okay. Personally, for me, I won't allow that. Now I'm putting myself in the shoes whereby I struggled with my family. I said from the beginning that glory be to God, my family were all well to do. So it's not as if nobody is depending on anybody. We're all striving for ourselves. Now, in a situation whereby we spend hard times together, and all of a sudden God uplifted one of us, and the person is now well to do. That's what it will. After all the struggle, you now say, okay, no, my wife, and somebody wants to come. Okay, my mom said, okay, carry your younger one to stay with you, and you now say, no, mommy, no. My wife said,
I want you to understand that both you and your wife
You
are
woman.
coming from different backgrounds.
yeah,
And when we say marriage, it's about two of you.
yeah,
Before you come into that marriage, it's supposed to be, you are supposed to have discussed that.
Yeah,
You're supposed to have
it's-
talked about it to know, are we going to allow our siblings to live with us? And are we or are we not? You have to sit to iron this out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that can become a
An issue.
serious
Serious
problem.
one.
It can become a serious problem.
yeah.
Because now you talk about a family where all of you have been together, drunk your gari together, and struggled together. Now, does it mean just because family drank gari and struggled together,
Yeah.
they have to now, everyone else will ask to now move into your house because you
No,
are
I'm
married?
not saying like not like everyone.
And mind
You
you, let me
cannot
tell
bring
you, family are not just knitted because they suffered together. They are family who did not even have problem from the beginning. Their parents saw them through. They have money and all that.
Yeah.
Still, there is that bond.
There's this
Yeah.
love,
There is that bond.
togetherness.
They are knitted, and where one goes, everybody wants to be there.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? It's not just because they are poor.
Yeah.
They're not moving into that family because they are poor.
Okay.
They're just they just have
That
that
strong bond.
emotional
That's strong,
connection that they feel that they cannot be separated. That's the issue. Not just about being poor. Being poor is another
It's a
case.
different case, yeah.
It's a different case where you feel okay because they are poor, they're coming to become a burden on
Burden.
us. We have to know how to streamline our income, therefore we want to allow them. And of course, that is majorly the problem we have in this part of the world, where
Yes.
people who
Everyone.
are coming, they are coming only to be your dependents. they are coming there so that you can fend for them, clothe them, and perhaps pay their school fees.
Yeah.
That is what they are coming for. But unlike all these ones that they're already well to do, they have the money. But all they want is they want to be there with their brother.
Just
They want to
close.
be with their sister. And even their sister cannot also do without them.
Okay.
Their sister cannot always also do without them. You want them to be around. So will you now say, okay, just because of the bond we have now, I have to move the whole of my family into my home?
These are some
Is
of
that enough reason to justify bringing the whole family into your house?
Actually, no. These are some of the reasons and the
It's
issues.
still a
that,
question
okay,
for Moses.
For Moses. All right.
We're
Yeah.
ironing that.
Okay. Now I like what you said, but you see this, it's depends on the family now.
Okay.
We'll bring in here. Now, if the man,
Okay, first, maybe we should even look at factors.
okay,
Maybe we should be, so that we can be able to streamline our points, we should look at factors that can make family to want to move in.
okay,
Indirectly, we have talked about two things
Yeah.
that can
Yes.
make family.
Money.
So what are factors that can make family to want to move in with a newlywed?
for one thing, there's when you say one thing like financial assistance,
Financial
accommodation, all this,
assistance,
that's
and the bond that has existed before
yes, that's
then,
okay. Emotions,
then
Yeah.
lack of accommodation,
Relocation also.
relocation,
There might be
okay.
siblings that want to come over to maybe the parts that the people the couples are, and they don't have anywhere to.
Especially if you are the first child of the
Yeah.
family.
yeah,
Your
that's
younger
what
ones will
like a
want to-
duty
Yeah,
to
like
you
a
now.
duty.
It's like
Yes,
duty
your
now.
younger ones just want to follow you.
Yeah.
Maybe they most likely they're living in a village, in a remote area,
exactly.
and then their brother is getting married. Is now in an urban center like Kano, Lagos, Abuja. They want
An
to
opportunity to leave
go
the village.
there, and of course they know that he will be responsible
for them.
for them.
Okay.
So that's it. So you were about adding something
Yeah,
to
that was relocation. That was what
Okay,
I said. That's one
relocation,
of the
okay.
reasons that can make.
okay
Then-
relocation.
Yeah, that's
How?
it. Like that's an instance you just gave now.
Okay,
Like a younger
okay.
one trying to
Relocate
make
down
it
to the
come
city.
to the city.
Okay.
Then another one might be maybe if someone got maybe a job offer around the city where the couples are,
Yeah.
and then it's just like coming to
Going
start
to
up
stay
life,
there.
and then if I have a sibling somewhere maybe in Lagos and I got a job in Lagos, I think the first thought that will come to my
I have
mind
somebody
is
there.
Job.
yeah,
Even schooling too.
even schooling,
In
yeah.
school. If I'm in this
It's to
in
stay
a,
with my
in a
brother or my
particular
sister.
environment where my brother is, I
Yeah.
have admission there and it's close to my brother's house.
You go there.
Sometimes also just this holiday, like there are some that
We are
just
talking about them
Living.
living in
Living.
Okay,
we
living,
are
not
not
staying
saying
for some
we
time.
are not
Stay for
saying
some
we are
time.
not saying that they should not visit.
okay.
They should, of course. Why? Are you an island?
Ah.
Why shouldn't they visit you? Are you a sadist? Why shouldn't they visit you? Of course,
Okay.
your mother-in-law,
No,
everybody can
no,
visit.
you know some of
What
these-
we are saying is, should they be your permanent co-tenants?
No,
I
yeah.
think
Should they,
some
live,
of these
should they
visitations,
live with
they are
you
what
as your
usually,
family member?
Grows to staying
staying
together
together.
continually.
Okay.
So sometimes some just come. I just want to spend some holiday, some time.
I
Then
just want
from
to spend
spending
a
some time,
month.
just a month.
For
From a
it
month,
goes
6
to
months,
6 months,
from
a
6
year,
months,
2
1 year,
years, 3 years.
until maybe one of the spouse will not even know when the issue will be over, whether the person is going the next. So that's the way it usually comes. Most times they come in disguise, just for some time. So that's one. Then another one might also be maybe the parents maybe superimposing. There are some parents that have this mindset that I've trained you.
Yeah.
Now you're the one to train your siblings.
Yes.
I've known parents like that.
Yes.
There are so many families like that. They want to, maybe they are not financially stable,
So
and
one.
then they've
That's why I said
trained-
they break
in fact,
it
from day one, as they are sending you to school, helping you to start in business, they are giving you the orientation that you're the one to take care
You
of
take care
your
of the
younger
remaining
ones.
one. So
And then in such case, when you are now established and you now got married, they will want to. They're
You
expecting you
will-
to
you are going to
to
get
play your responsibility. Yeah.
So it's like a
So,
duty.
so some parents impose this also.
It's
So
a duty, it's a tradition that has been
in some
laid
families anyway.
in some families.
Now, let's look at different family backgrounds and how people relate with different backgrounds, and how they respond to having a new wife
Yeah.
in their family. Some backgrounds in some families, like you rightly said, those ones who are so bonded, they do everything together, like
Yeah.
they drank their garri together, go
Everything in one
together.
place.
They say
One
if this
big
one
family.
buys if this one buys a clothes, this one too must buy for this, or they share even
They
underwears.
even sew
They
uniform
they share even
from time to
underwears.
time.
They go to the same places together, and
Bathe with
most
the
times
same sponge.
they have the same
Yeah.
ideology. This particular kind of people are usually inseparable. If you want to marry them as a woman,
You are marrying
if you
everybody.
want to marry them as a woman, you are marrying
The whole
everybody.
family.
So if this is what you cannot deal with from the beginning, you have to tell yourself,
Tell yourself the truth.
you have to tell yourself the truth. Either you adjust or you back out, because it's obvious that these ones are going to be living with you, and this will just come unannounced. And if you try to tell your husband you can't, it looks as if you hate him.
Yeah, you hate your
Because
family.
if to him it will feel like, if you love me, why can't you love my
Love
family?
my
family as
family.
well.
He can't see any reason in that. Then another kind of family is this, where they feel when the wife comes, they have gotten house help.
Yes.
The wife should worship all of them. The wife should worship all of them. Like in some settings where even the youngest of the family that you
You'll
can
be expecting
that you're old enough to give birth
respect.
to, you have to be calling them uncle, brother, and kneeling down for them. In this kind of family, if you can't worship them, you know
You're not
that
humble
you
enough.
cannot, you
Can't
can,
even venture into it.
yes, you cannot. So if you bring this kind of people into your home, what do you expect? They are this kind of people who will eat and drop plate for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
They are this kind of people who will eat, who will leave every place, everywhere dirty,
Dirty. They will even,
And
and
expect
they will
you
even
to
wear,
waiting for you to
they
clean
even
up.
remove their dirty clothes and expect you to wash.
So these are those kind of family. Then we have other kind of families where these people are exposed. The way their family brought them up. Everybody, you're just on your own. You know, you understand space.
No boundaries.
You understand space. You understand boundaries. So these kind of people are not coming to live in your house. And even when they come, they are disciplined.
Yeah.
They know how to behave themselves. So for me, I think it depends on the kind of
Family background.
of
Yeah.
the kind of family. But if as a couple you feel that okay, they shouldn't live with us, after all, this is not without its problem. Allowing them to come to your house is another problem on
Yeah,
its
the
own,
challenges.
because most time they start causing fracas between
Yeah, the
husband
changes,
and
And
wife.
wife.
Husband and wife. I
Couples.
remember some years back when I was through with school, I already had an agreement with my brother. He told me, I didn't even say I wanted to come and stay with him. He told me that once I'm done, I should come. Yes, I should come and stay with them. So I just finished, went home and gathered some things and all that, and came back. And by the time I came, I'd never lived with them. Though sometimes I passed by. So I'd never lived with them. So when I came, I just saw that the wife wasn't friendly at all. Most likely he didn't discuss it with her. I don't know what happened. So I came the first day, and when he came back, he told me, "You have to leave." That's my brother, from the same parent, mother, and it's not as if, and we had no quarrel. He said, "You have to leave." From there, I knew that the wife did not want me to stay. She wasn't friendly at all. She wasn't friendly at all. So I did not stay. I wasn't angry. And when I got home, nobody was angry, because we have been we have been trained that way. It's not a do or die affair. You don't have to live
Okay.
with them.
There's
So
a-
when I got to my aunt, I tried to explain. What happened. I said my brother didn't allow me to stay with them because of his wife.
Mm.
And normally everybody's supposed to pick a quarrel with her.
Yeah.
Nobody even called her for anything. You know what my aunt said? My aunt said, well, I can't listen to your own side of the story. I didn't say she did anything precisely. I just said, my brother asked me to leave, and I believe it's his wife that doesn't want me to stay. My aunt only said, I've not heard that side of the story. And till today, nobody
Raise the issue
mentioned
again.
that issue. And today, I and my brother, we are still best of friends. I think we even talk more than everybody in the family. We talk more than everybody in the family.
Ah.
But then we should realize that bringing members of the family into your home, especially at the early stage where you're still trying to navigate, you're still trying to know each other, you're still trying to sail through early discovery times, some little crisis you'll be having at that time that you can easily manage. Now having external people in your house, you're trying to they start seeing the both parties differently. If it's your brother, they may start seeing the other woman. If it's your sibling, they must start seeing the other woman in
Yeah.
a different light, and vice versa, like that. So that can cause crisis that cannot even
It's
be
serious one.
amended. Another thing we should look at is that those siblings you're bringing in, they can influence.
Yeah.
They can influence your children. So it's now best for you to know the kind of children you want to raise and the kind of family you have. If there are this kind of siblings who don't stay at home, who go gallivant around, go
Party
to
and
clubs,
yeah.
these ones who smoke, this one who are
Unruly
unruly and ill-mannered, you can expect the kind of thing your children
Children
will
will be
copy.
getting.
And as a matter of fact, the other time we talk about pedophiles,
Mm.
there are some children who are being molested under
this
their
family,
own
yeah.
rules by these family members.
Yeah.
Some of your family members, you only know them when you were young. You were grown up, everybody has gone to school, gone through different places and are influenced by different things. You don't know who they are anymore. You just
Yeah,
feel,
the
yes, you
presence.
just feel you know them. So these are the things we should take into consideration before saying, okay, family member should come and live with us. Otherwise, there is nothing wrong
There's
about
nothing
it.
wrong with it.
Mhm.
I can't see my brother suffering, homeless, and say just because I
No,
don't want
right.
family to live with me and
Ah.
leave my brother outside. So if I leave him outside, something happens to him, what will be my story? I won't forgive myself. I won't be able to forgive myself if anything happens to me. Just like the question I was asking you the other time. I feel the same way you feel through that as couples.
Yeah.
As couples who are newlywed,
Yeah.
you should give it some time before allowing people to come in. I've had such cases too where my younger ones, 1 or 2 times, have been married, and I was under pressure. They did not say I shouldn't come. I was under pressure to live with them, but I refused. I just felt that was too early for young couples. Besides, these siblings are younger than myself. I felt it's just too early to go and
Intrude.
to
Their
intrude,
marriage.
to go and intrude into their marriage. They won't be free. I am the older.
So
I am
like,
the older. So they will be trying to please me. And one of the parties may not be okay.
Yeah,
and they
with
may
it.
not even
Even
want
voice
to
out.
voice out.
It
So
will be-
I felt it's too early, first year, second year. I can't go and be living with them. And then, at that time, maybe these people, thank God, they all have their houses now. And at least have as many rooms as they want to. But then, these ones we're having, you are living in just a mini flats. So why should I go and add my burden to them? Of course, I had to leave just for visits. I've been there for visits and all that. Then sometimes you see some families also, you see they are living in just one room. In just one room, you see a cousin, you see
everybody's
cousin's
inside.
cousin. Oh my goodness. That is bad.
Aunts, uncles, nieces.
Well, you see, this about getting a third party to the family is not always that bad. Most of the times, depending on the family now, when a lady is being married into the family, they cherish her like a princess. So it's differ. Like I was listening to someone's story. She said she enjoys when her in-laws around. So as so you see, they like treat her like our mommy, our wife. They praise her, do things for her. They're like, okay, I want to drink water. They'll have to tell her first. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You're
So
so
now,
so
yes.
you see the so there's a different
see
part of
how
it
yeah.
now.
So now it depends on the
On the
kind of
kind of
family
Family
that
now
you are bringing into your
into your
house.
house.
Some family understand space and boundary.
Yeah.
If you understand that this is our house, and you know that before you take anything, you
Inform
have
her.
to inform
Inform
her.
her.
It's not as if she will say you shouldn't, but you are trying to let her know we respect you
Yeah.
and we understand your space.
Yeah.
That shows respect.
Yeah.
Well, of course, and they will know that okay, they have to help her. There is no how
Yes.
you have someone in the house who respects you, who understands your space, that you will want them to go.
No, it's not
Except you are possessed of a demon yourself. You are possessed of the reason people go against this because of the problems
yeah.
that
Most-
comes thereafter. Causing the husbands and wife to have
have issues.
to be at loggerheads with each other because of
the ones that are not well managed.
of certain issues that they bring.
Yeah.
Lying just because you don't like the wife, you don't like the husband, so you start maybe lying and
All these stories you watch on Nollywood.
okay, these are the things we see on Nollywood, and it
Yes,
happens.
and it
Recently,
happens.
let me tell you what happened. I don't want to specify now because the people involved may be watching right now. There is this young lady who was brought to live with this particular family. So in that family, the husband and wife, though they do have some little issues, but then when this lady came, it aggravated.
Mhm.
Just because the man will always tell the lady who is living with a sibling who is living with them now because it's his family, he will always want to confide in her when things happen. Now when things happen now, instead of the sibling now to keep the issues to herself, she goes to relate it with the woman.
Okay, the woman.
Yes, to the woman. She goes to relate it with the woman. And of course, the woman won't be happy. I am your wife. Why should it be that is your sister you have to relate this issue with? So if you have a quarrel now, you have to tell you have to give instructions to your sister instead of me. Why not go ahead and marry your sister? So these are one of the problems. These are one of the problems. Or you feel that you can just, as a sibling, you feel that you can just come in, go into the room, go
Do
into
anything.
anywhere.
Anything
Like,
and
it's my brother's house.
It's my brother's house. Yes, this entitlement mentality. If you have this kind of cousins or these kinds of siblings who come with entitlement, is my brother's house. This is not just about mother-in-laws now. We're not even talking about
No, it's not
mother-in-laws.
about mother-in-law.
It's not even about mother-in-law now. It's markedly we do know that people say mother-in-laws are the issues. Some people say they
Yeah.
don't want a man that has mother-in-law and all that. But now we're talking about siblings now, not even the mother-in-law, the siblings. The siblings who we want to live in the house. Not as if they are coming for Omugo. Not they are coming for a baby, not because they are coming to nurse any baby for them. Yes, in Nigeria, in the Igbo setting, we call Omugo is a period where the mother of the wife comes from the village, or the mother of the husband comes to take care of the newborn for a period of time. So that's what it's called Omugo. So we have some siblings staying in the house not because they came for Omugo, but just because they want to live with them. And sometimes with income, they want to have their way, and they have this kind of mentality: is our brother's house. And God help you if the man is well to do and is already rich before you come there as a wife, you are in trouble. You're seen as a piece of trash. So this is the reason why some ladies will not even want any family member at all, because all their responsibilities, they want to put it on him. They want to call him for everything, and then nobody wants to do anything again. And if he's not doing it, they feel the wife is a problem. So the wife will not even want to condone any of them, will not want to have them around. But how can we do it? As a woman, because this is African setting, you cannot chase family out.
At all.
You cannot. You You can't do anything without family here. You want to do in other places, you may be able to just bring people together, do your naming, do your wedding without your family. In Africa, you cannot do your wedding without your family
at all.
your extended family must there. They must be duly informed. You cannot do anything, absolutely nothing. You want to name, you want to do christening, you want to. There is nothing you can do
The
without
member
family
must
here. Your own. It's like you are. It's like a crime. It's like a crime here if you do anything without your family. So, in this case, I know there are couples out there who are intending to marry and they are considering this thing. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Then, as a young woman, I'm throwing this now to you, Amarachi, as a young woman, you have this kind of scenario that is inevitable that you just have to,
You just have to bend
you have to bring them
in.
into your family. What do you do? How do you carry along with this kind of family where you just have to?
The truth of the matter is, everything still boils down to the couple. There must be a proper agreement. See, if it's a marriage where the two involved love themselves
Okay.
and they understand themselves,
Okay.
I don't think there will be a problem there. As long as
Say how you
Okay.
if you have to
If
have to
I
bring
have to.
them into your family. We have analyzed different kind of family settings.
Alright.
Those who just want to be there or just want that, just overbearing and all that. You said earlier that it's not advisable to have families
Yeah.
or siblings living in the house for the first 5 years. Now you find yourself in this kind of inevitable situation where they have to come and live with you in the house.
Okay.
So how do you express yourself, or how do you live with?
The truth of the matter is that it's already established that they are coming, right?
They are coming.
Okay.
They have to be
They
there.
are
You can't
welcome.
chase them away. What do
they,
you
are,
do?
they are very much welcome, but I will still set my standards.
Okay.
I will make them to know. Now, it depends on the kind of people they are. If they are well-behaved people, well-trained and cultured and mannered, I will first of all observe as a sensitive woman, because if they are coming and you're not telling them do's and don'ts, it will look as if it will look somehow.
Yeah.
So as a sensitive, as a wise person, you don't do that. You first of all observe to see the way they will behave in the first few days. Their behavior will now determine
Your reaction.
your reaction, how you will, whether you're going to set boundaries, talk to your husband about it, to call them to order, or even let him know. You see, sometimes women are dying in silence, and that's very bad. I myself, I won't tolerate such. I can't be in my house and I'll be dying in silence. Assuming they are all these wayward type that doesn't have respect, that they will eat, they will keep plates for me to wash. I'm not their servant, I'm not their maid, and I have to strictly address it if that's what would want to start happening, or going out and coming back late at night, keeping late hours, or trying to start living the kind of lifestyle that I'm not comfortable with. This is my house. I will have to tell them how to live in it. If you must keep living, that's the truth. Because I will strictly state it. I will let my husband to know, and then of course I know that my husband would not even allow such things, because he's also the kind. I know the kind of man I got married to anyway, so I know he won't permit such. So once such things starts coming up as from observation, and then I'm seeing there are some hinges that I may not be able to bear with, I will have to let them know. This is me. This is the way I want it. This is my house.
But sometimes it's not always easy that they're already there to ask them to leave.
I can't.
It's not always easy. Even the man will not be able to decide. Only few men can take that decision.
The truth of the matter
And
is that
sometimes it's not just about the sibling of the man, also the sibling of the woman, even your own sibling.
Your
Okay,
own
let's look at
sibling
this.
can
Let's
be-
look at
can
this
be your own
scenario
issue.
where
Okay.
the issue you're
It's my
having,
sibling.
It's
the
your
issue
sibling.
you're having is your own sibling,
Ah.
not even his own sibling.
If it's my sibling, if it's a younger one, it will be easy for me.
Maybe they are in the house, they don't respect the man. They don't respect
I
the
can't tolerate
man.
that in my house.
They don't. They don't.
That one cannot happen.
They don't take care of the house. They don't support in their chores
They
and
will,
all that.
they, will,
They're
they will
just
choose
seated.
between living the way I want them to live in the house or living the house. That's the two options.
So that's what you tell them.
Personally, that's where it will end. It will land
When
to
they are stranded, they don't have
When-
anywhere to go.
stranded. They will find somewhere to go. If they are actually stranded,
If they are
will
not
behave well
ready,
in my
well,
house.
if
anyway,
they're actually stranded, yes,
They will behave
they
well.
should behave.
They
You
will
really want
adjust.
to
They
live
just
there.
have to adjust.
They have to
See,
adjust.
there's something called.
But do you know that some will that may cause enmity between you and your family?
Straight, that is
as
the
well.
beginning. Because you see this when you talk about family now, like this your own family. First of all, they know you. They know you like this. Your brothers and sisters. So they will bring that same mindset that you're still living together at the house.
I will make them to
You
change.
understand?
I will change the mindset for them.
So you can't just you can't change somebody's mindset within a
it's
day or
possible.
two.
It's,
So
They are
it's,
coming with this. What can you tell
what
me?
can you tell me?
Said, we've been
You
wearing the
understand?
same clothes.
We've been doing
Is
this
it
thing
not- is it
together.
not you?
Now,
So
let me
because
say-
you feel you are married now, you can now order me
let
around.
me say it's your immediate younger sister. Like okay, you are
Younger
just
brother.
or younger brother that you're older with just like 3-4 years.
Yes.
You it will be
a year or
hard.
two.
my
You see?
brother. See, personally, I don't know about others. So I can tolerate. I can
Okay.
understand. I can go any length to make sure that there is peace and harmony in the home. I'm that type of person. But I can't keep such things for long. So from the onset, as I'm seeing it, I will address it immediately. And then if I'm trying to address it and it's not working, I will show you the way out. Even if you're my younger brother, I'm married to my husband, I'm not married to you. It's true.
Sometimes
I still
you
have a
really
long-
you
need
want
be
to
strict.
take
You
that
need to take a
decision
stand.
to save your marriage.
To save your marriage.
Sometimes that's
Can't allow a sibling
that's
to come
the
and shatter my
decision you
home.
really need to take to
Seriously.
save your marriage.
Then your family.
See, family, you are
You
now
can
you have your own
always
family
you
right
can
now.
always go and resolve with family.
It's
You can
true.
always go and resolve with family.
Well,
But
anyway.
for you and your husband, you are the strangers that really need to be that you need to bonded to work
because you have a
on
long way to
first
go.
before the family. These people you are talking about, after a while, they too will also
They
get
will get
married.
married.
They will be
and
in their
settle down
own
somewhere.
homes. They
You
will be
know,
in their
well,
own homes.
Well, everybody are different the way we react to things because
Yes, that's why we analyze
That's
different
you
family
see,
backgrounds.
the way we analyze it, with the way okay. Now, in a situation whereby before people start reacting like okay, this wife are just coming in to take our money. Now, what they feel is that this woman now is coming in, and the care and love we've been getting from our brother, our dear brother,
They are not
we will
sharing
not
it.
be getting it
Shouldn't be
again.
much again.
We won't be getting such again. Now, that's another
Mindset.
area. Now, the mindset. That's what even boils down to even the mother-in-law. Like, this woman wants to be the new mother of my son. It will never happen. All the suffered have suffered. It's also the same thing to the
Also married to the
siblings.
son now.
You get? So it depends on now, even the wife. There are things you swallow for some time. Though it will be hard.
For how long will you keep
You
swallowing
understand?
it?
Because they won't be there forever. That's for sure.
But the havoc that will have been caused within the short time.
Within the short
You
time.
will still be here because you see this thing.
And
It's
there are
it's-
some that we
it's-
even
you
want
can-
you to vacate your room for them.
Impossible.
See, no.
Okay, what about that level?
There are some
Some
that will go to
will
the court
come,
and dish
some will come,
food without your permission.
some will come and even want you to vacate your room for them.
Alright.
for the husband?
Yes, now.
No, yes, vacate you as the wife to vacate
As
that
long as you
room.
started
They want
giving
to
them
be there.
that room, they can do
They want to be
anything.
coming there and you want to come to that room anytime they like. They want to be there.
Well,
I
I'm
know
not a
of
woman, though,
a
so
family
I can't
right
really-
now.
I can't really say to
That's
that.
one of the cousins is living with this couple. This cousin behaves anyhow.
Okay.
Goes to the boss, dish food, even eats, even forgetting that there are children in the house. Even the one that was reserved for the little ones, this guy will go dish everything without minding, without
Well, on the
and nobody can
issue
talk to him.
of going to the pot to dish food, it depends on your setting. That is why,
That's why you need to
as
set
a
standard.
mature human being, when you get to a particular family, know how they run things there. For my own sister's family, my younger sister, there was a time we have like 3 or 4 of us in the house. This is what she does. She dishes her husband's food first before any of you can dip your hand into that pot. And I appreciate that. I love that so much. She will dish her husband's food first, keep it in cooler. So if you like anything you can do with the pot now. She has served the man of the house.
See,
Meanwhile,
they should
there's
adapt
some
to that.
That kind of family.
No, they
There
should
are
adapt
some-
to that.
Meanwhile, there's some
There's some family
family.
that don't do
There are
that.
some family. You, under no occasion should
You
you
go
go
to
to
the
the
pot.
pot. But if you are a kind of woman that does 9 to 5 work, and you expect them to cook for you, who will dish food for your children if you don't allow them to go to the pot? Who will serve your children when you're
No,
not
it depends.
around?
So
It
you
depends
say
So
on the
this
family.
is kind of complicated. This is complicated, and it calls for flexibility.
Yeah.
It
From
calls
the
for
woman.
flexibility on both sides.
Yeah.
On the side of the woman, on the side of the man. Like I said earlier, you have to study to see the kind of family you're going to. That's why before you get married, get to know the siblings,
Family.
visit their house,
Well,
know how they
because
relate,
that's
know the
even
kind
truth.
of people they are.
That's
And
the
as
truth of
a
it.
man
That's
too,
yeah.
know the siblings, know how they are. Not just when you go to meet your wife, know the kind of family they operate.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to some family, especially if that's their child that got married to you is the Ada, the first daughter,
You're in
it's
trouble.
pet problem. It's pet problem. And on the other side also, if he's the firstborn, expect that
In fact,
you are marrying the whole family.
family.
You are going to marry the whole family. So if you come with this mindset from the beginning, you won't have problem. Then if you are that kind of person who is free, you try to be free with them, you will be able to set diplomatic boundaries. Although there are some difficult people in love,
very difficult,
they are
no
difficult
matter
no
how
matter
you try.
what you do. But as human being, as a wife, as a man, let your heart first be open. Don't start having sentiments from the beginning. Let your mind be open. Then diplomatically, even sometimes with jokes, you can put them where they belong.
everybody
That's the
belongs.
kind of person I am. I'm just a no nonsense person, but at the same time, I'm very free. Diplomatically, I can let you know what I don't want. But
Yeah.
in the next moment, I'm not carrying that grudge again. I've only told you. In the next moment, we're still
friends.
flowing. We're still flowing. We're still flowing. We're still friends. But diplomatically, I want you to know that this doesn't go well with me, and this is the reason.
And when it keeps happening over and over again, and you kept enduring, managing, for how long will you manage?
Then
There'll be a time you
in-laws
get tired.
also should know
Yes,
that
okay.
the fact that your brother, your sister is getting married doesn't mean that you pack. If there is no reason for you, if you are not having a challenge, if it's not that you just got a job and you want to stay there for a while, or you're going to school, you want to stay there for a while, in-laws should know that you should give them space.
Hello then.
This is a new family, unlike when you were together, brothers and sisters, you eat, you chew, wear each other's panties, wear each other everything. You can't do that now because there is somebody else in your life now
Yeah.
who is from a different background, who doesn't understand the way you've been doing your things. So you have to sit and understand with love. And then why should you come into a family, no matter your age or whatever the position you have, in as much as you're living in that family? Why will you come to a family and you will not be responsible? Responsible as in trying to help them to do chores. That is
something
love.
at home. Yeah.
That is love. It's not. It's not about being used or anything. It's love. And I don't think the wife too should expect everybody to come and be doing everything for her just because you have people working for you in the house. You should also do it. But then you should not be in a family without contributing to what they are doing there. What's stopping you from
That's
helping
not
them
the
to
essence.
do the dishes? If you eat your food, what's stopping you from washing your plate? No matter how old you are. What stops you from waking up and it's not your house. I was able to live with my younger sister when they moved into a larger apartment. I was able to live with them for almost 3 years. And they didn't want me to leave.
Yes.
They didn't want me to leave. Why? I wasn't a burden. I was working. And while working, even though I wasn't earning much, part of what I'm earning, I make sure I drop
Still
something.
contribute.
Is appreciation.
Yeah.
Maybe what I'm even dropping may not be enough to feed me for that month. But the fact remains that I'm showing responsibility.
Yeah.
Can we add this to this? And then I
Sometimes
sweep.
you can even buy
I
something.
cook.
Mhm.
I sweep, I cook, I bathe for the children, even though I'm the older. It got to a time I had to start looking for accommodations. Then my agent, who was my colleague, said, your sister doesn't want you to get a house because once we get this, he said the house is not okay. Once we get this, he said the house is not okay. Because she's enjoying my, it's not as if we don't have a fracker. Of course, that's normal. But
Yeah.
she's enjoying my stay in that
Yeah.
house. I am not a burden to her. I'm not a burden to her. We have differences, we settle it, but I'm able to. I mean, even when they are not, I wash their clothes. I spread them. I iron them. To me, it's nothing. You are living with people. You just want to make everybody comfortable.
Yeah.
That's it. And they also have their own parts where they are compromising. They are compromising too for me in their own area. So that is why how it works. Both parties should be ready to have
Adjust.
some compromise.
Yeah.
So when you are coming into a relationship with your marriage, have that open mind. If bringing them in is what will make you happy, your husband happy, you better do. But then you have to plan how to manage both sizes. But I feel as well that it's not really advisable at the early stage of their marriage, bringing your whole family into them. Give them that space. Right, viewers, thank you for joining us in this fascinating topic today. I know a lot of you are having that that thought of if you should allow your siblings in or not. Some even say they will never allow it. That's not bad, and some say they will allow it. And it all depends on you. It all depends on your family. But in the meantime, I want to know what's your thoughts about allowing siblings to stay with you. We want to have your comments. Thank you for staying with us on May TV today on Your Opinion. Should you allow your family, your siblings to live with you in your matrimonial home? All right, that's not enough. I want you to subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share with your family and friends. Turn on that notification bell. And don't go yet. Drop your comments in the comment section there. Right, guys? Moses, thank
Yeah.
you for being on the show.
Welcome.
Amarachi, thank you for your immense contributions
Thank
there.
you.
I am your anchor for this program, Lovely Carrie. See you again next time.